Can I ask you though, what was your opinion on the
Yeah,
fact that a couple of weeks ago, or it was the last weekend, some wrestler guy called Psicosis actually slapped Konnan out in the street? What was your take on that news?
it was a hell of a slap, wasn't it?
Yeah,
And I my take on it is this: Konnan knows that there are people out there that don't like him. Konnan knows that sooner or later things like that are going to happen because of his past. Uh, I, for what I know of Konnan, I don't. I think it didn't. It sure it's embarrassing, but he reacted exactly how he feels, and he didn't react that way because he was scared or because he was overwhelmed. I just don't think he gives a fuck, to be honest with you. The guy came out, the guy confronted him, the guy slapped him, and it could have escalated to a fight. But what I know of Konnan, he said it. Move on. It is what it is. It happened. He didn't react. He didn't fight. He just blew it off. Uh, it's surprise. I was waiting for Konnan to fight back, but I probably would have done the exact same thing that he did. It's like if somebody hates me that much from my past, you got to own it and fuck it, move on. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
would you say that fights between wrestlers would happen more in Mexico than in America?
I don't think it happens anywhere. Uh, I think it happened more in Japan than anywhere else because guys would be on the road together so long and they'd be drinking and tempers flare and things happen. I believe the way the culture is now today, nobody wants to fight anybody, and there's no reason to. Everybody's making a living. Some people have egos, some people start shit, but that's the nature of the beast in any business, not just wrestling. Uh, I've seen it a few times over my career that guys really throw down, and but they don't hate each other. The next day they're laughing about it and they have a few drinks and then they fight again. And it's like going to an Irish funeral, a few beers in and everybody's fighting. The next day no one remembers a fucking thing. It's the same thing, man. There's no real I hate you stuff in pro wrestling. If there is, it never comes to a head because wrestlers, for most parts, are full of shit anyways. And every dog really likes to bark, but they're not going to really get into it because, you know, uh, the beef that people have uh, is really nothing to fight about. Um, in saying that, I think the culture is changing. Like, poor, I remember Sasha Banks when she stood up to the WWE and the world was going to crumble around her. I think good for her that she stood up for what she believes in. Tessa Blanchard is going through some drama right now, and she's handling it pretty fucking good. I mean, if did it really happen? I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't even have an opinion on it. I could give a fuck. But there are girls that are starting to speak up, and she's handling it her way. Um, I think the way the culture is going now, because pro wrestling is so mainstream and there are people actually making a six-figure income, that you're going to see a lot of things like that change, and a lot of people are going to start standing up to themselves. I think, what's her name, Paige? God bless her. She stood up to Triple H. I mean, but Triple H is a human being too. He said that she probably has a child somewhere out of wedlock. He said it as a joke. Uh, I'm sure as soon as he said it, he was like, what the fuck did I just say? Oh my
Yeah.
God. What are you supposed to do? It doesn't matter if you try to do the right thing all day, brother. Someone's going to find something about it that's wrong. You just got to be able to understand that you're in a business where people put on spandex tights and pretend to be fighting.
Yeah.
We're actors, we're entertainers. That's it, man. Stop taking your shit so seriously. If you believe you're hype, you're fucked, dude.